G'day folks, how are you? Phil Evans here, and I'm here to remind you that you are the key. You are the key to everything you do in your life, creating change, creating success, creating who you are, where you are, and just how you are. So today I want to talk about a really interesting topic that a lot of people don't realise they're doing, and I have personally done this, and it is not a good space to be in while you're doing this. So I want to talk about what I call poor me energy. Okay, so we go out there and we're telling the world and ourselves constantly, oh, poor me, this is happening, that's happening, I'm sad, things are going wrong, etc, etc. Now, one of the major things that comes out of poor me thinking, as opposed to lucky me, one of the major things that comes out of poor me thinking, interestingly, is the abuse or the overuse or the misuse of alcohol and drugs. But in this case I want to focus on the alcohol. And it's funny how the words in saying, well, okay, pour me a drink. Okay, I remember hearing those words about 35 years ago when I was doing some research in an AA meeting, and I was doing research for about 12 years about alcoholism and drinking, and I was also there because I was meant to be there. I was an alcoholic at a very young age. So, pour me a drink. Interesting. The use of alcohol and leaning towards abusing alcohol is about anger and self-pity combined. So if we are living a poor me story, and we've all got stories that we live by and we tell. Okay, so I really want you to think about your story. What are you telling yourself and the world every day about you? I can say this, I can sit here and authentically challenge you on that, because I've been in that poor me energy. It's horrific. It's horrid. It's terrible. Okay? Because what we feed ourselves is this constant poor me stuff. It comes from emotional based pain. It comes from emotional based fear. It comes from anger. It comes from places we don't understand what we're doing. We don't consciously think about what we're doing, until one day somebody might challenge us and go, whoa, stop right now. I don't need to hear all of that bad stuff anymore. And I want you to know that while you're telling me that stuff, you're listening to yourself every time you say it. So every time you go out there and share your story, whether it's good or bad, just remember, we hear our own story every time. We are the major ones listening to what our story is and what we're telling the world and what we're telling ourselves. So be aware. We get affected, but so do those around us. If we're sharing positive, good news, don't overdo it, don't go over the top, don't be ridiculous about it, but share the good stuff. Feel the good stuff. Get used to talking about good things. Be grateful for, okay, here's the opposite of poor me, gratitude. Lucky Phil instead of poor Phil. Okay, so I want you to really think about this. A lot of this is good to do in front of a mirror, by the way. Talk to yourself in the mirror about your story, and you will get a bit of a feeling about how other people feel. So let's come back to that. The opposite of poor me is gratitude. And you know what? We can, when we really stop and think about it, we can be grateful for the simple things before we even look at the big things. Thank you for my feet that carry me through life. Thank you for my legs that help my feet. Thank you for my ability to see. Thank you for my ability to appreciate what I see out there in the world. Thank you for my hearing. Thank you for my ability to think. Thank you for whatever it is you've got, for water, for air. Thank you. Start to be grateful for the simple things around you that are part of your life that don't cost anything. It's not about your car, your home, the palace, the holiday overseas. This is about you starting to be grateful and showing that gratitude by saying thank you. Do it every day. Go for a walk somewhere and just everybody you see that might have a broken foot or be in a wheelchair or have something wrong with them. Feel grateful for that thing about you which is healthy or positive. Okay? Start to focus on gratitude. Start to focus on lucky me. Wow, how lucky am I? This is really, really cool. I've got legs that can carry me around. I can walk, I can talk, I can hear, I can see, I can be with people, I can share. Start to be grateful for the simple things in life. And once you start to do that, you will then attract more good things. Because remember, this is all about energy. If we are putting out poor me energy, we are bringing back poor me energy. I can guarantee that. When we're putting out poor me energy, everything around us just goes bleh. It does. And the only way we can do anything about it is for us to be the key. It's for us to do something about it, to take ownership of it. If we can own it, we can change it. Okay? So, let go of poor me and start to embrace gratitude, lucky me, thankful me, grateful me. Okay? I'll leave you with that message, and you are the key to this. Just remember that. See you soon.